And paying for Christ. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this quick nugget on you guys. In a season where God gives a blessing, the devil brings a counterfeit, and that can go for a lot of different things. It can go for material things. It can go for people as well. Um, just to give like an example, okay, at one point in time in my life in which I had several friends, but when I moved, you try to keep in touch, but for the most part you end up losing touch with the people that you grew up with and stuff like that. And so when I moved, I wasn't really trying to make friends like that because I'm like, I'm very observant. And then on top of that, it was so much happening going on at the time. So it's like I wasn't trying to just jump be a person's friend. I had to, really get the chance to know you. But it was a lot of counterfeit people that was coming my way. You know what I'm saying? They really don't want to be friends with me. They only wanted to use me. So I was like, okay. When I got saved and I knew about praying different prayers and stuff like that, and I was like, I tell you what, God, I need you to send me the friends that you want me to have. And for a while, I didn't like make any friends. I was being friendly, but I wasn't making like any friends, and that's because God didn't want me to have those particular friends. But then all of a sudden, like a flood, it was like godly people was coming into my life, and they were the friends that God wanted me to have. And I'm saying to myself like, oh, okay, so this is the season for the for me making friends and for me having friendships. And I can say that was like, well, a lot of those people I met like maybe in 2002, 2003, and here it is getting ready to be 2021, and I am still friends with those people that God brought into my life. Now the friends that call themselves trying to squeeze themselves in there and try to talk to me and all that other stuff, and trying to be friends but had the wrong reasons behind trying to be friends with me, they're no longer in my life. They're not friends with me. But the ones that God brought to me are still friends with me. And like I said, I met them so many years ago. But that's just one example. Another example was when I tried to buy my car. That was last year, 2020. Baby, when I tell you I had so many problems with the doggone car. When every week that car was back in the shop. And then it got to the point where the car stayed in the shop for 5 months. As soon as I got it out that same day, it had to go back in the shop for a whole nother month. It's like when he fixed one thing, something else happened to it. Then as soon as he fixed that, and I think I'm finna bring it home for a day or two, no, something else happened to it. So basically, to tell you the truth, that car stayed in the shop for 10 months. I lie to you not. But when I just sat still and I prayed and I was like, okay, God, I need a car. So I'm gonna need you to handle it. I'm gonna need you to work that out. So a friend of a friend, put the word out, and that's how I ended up getting my truck. And I'm saying to myself, like, that's what I'm talking about, God. Ever since I had this truck, and they fixed it up to the point where when I tell you I have had this truck now for the same 10 months, because I got it in February. It'll be a year when February comes, so that's 2 more months. I haven't had to do nothing to this truck other than get a set of tires. That was it. And I got the tires 3 days after I got the truck. I haven't had to get anything done. No work, no major work, none of that. Because it was my season for me to get what God had for me. But I was out of season trying to get that other car, and it kept breaking down. So that car was counterfeit. I'm thinking, oh, okay, it's a good price, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's going to be a gas saver, baby. That was a counterfeit car. And it caused me all sorts of trouble and problems. And anything that's counterfeit, 9 times out of 10, it's going to cause you all sorts of troubles and problems. But when God bless you in the season that you're supposed to be blessed, it's not going to come with troubles, and it's not going to come with problems. Okay. And that's just like a job. Okay. There are several jobs that I have worked. Honey, if you used to look at my resume, you'd be like, okay, so are you even stable? Because I've worked a lot of jobs. My thing is, I like the experience. I like to be able to say, oh yeah, I worked that job before, girl. Yeah, a boy, yeah, yeah. That's how it is when you on that job. Or, I want to be able to see how it feels when a person say, oh yeah, because when I had to work in the field or the factory, or, waitress, or when I had to, work at the skating rink and this and that, I want to be able to say, yeah, I worked those jobs too. So I worked a whole lot of jobs that I can really say that I can relate to other people on. But the thing about it was, even though I thought I wanted those jobs and I could see myself long term in those jobs, they were counterfeit. So I was like, okay, but when God brought the career and the job that I knew that I wanted, I was happy, with what I had or what I was doing. So that's the example with the job. And the last example, baby, in which I know a lot of people can really relate, oh, honey, when it comes to relationships, it's so many counterfeit relationships around here. It's ridiculous. And there's so many people that present themselves as counterfeit because they're trying to, win you over, get on your good side, or pretend that they're something that they're not. Okay, like when you dating somebody, baby, you gonna go through a lot of frauds before you get to your friends. Okay, and you're gonna also go through men a whole lot of Cruella de Vil's before you get to your princess. So it goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go through frauds, you're gonna go through Cruella de Vil's until you get the one that God wants you to be with. You get what I'm saying? You're gonna go through all of that when it comes to relationships. You're it might be I can say the 0.0001% that actually got it right on the first go round. Show them to me, because I don't know none. I really don't. But but yeah, you're gonna go through, having to, like I said, go through your frauds and go through your Cruella de Vil's before, you get to that one that's the one for you, or the one that's not, counterfeit. But those were my examples. That was my nugget. I thank you guys for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. I love you, and peace.